Hey, everybody, it's Lisa Copeland. And I've started this new show that's hyper localized called Pure 512. And that's because we want to spotlight local businesses right here in Central Texas that are doing things right. I mean, we are in unprecedented times, absolutely, between a pandemic and all the crazy things that are going on. But today's kind of a special day in Texas because our governor has done phase one of opening up Texas, which means we can have maximum capacity in our stores at 25%. So our malls are opening up. Some restaurants, the ones that choose to open up, as he said, hey, I'm not going to force you to open up, right? Now, I work in an essential business. Our mortgage company and real estate it's considered essential. So we've been working like crazy during this pandemic, just busier than ever with interest rates sitting at a super low rate. And so, I mean, we have been out and we have been exposed. But I will not lie to you. I am going to go out today. I'm meeting my best friend, jet broker extraordinaire, Renee Bangelsdorf, at 3:00 today. And we're going to go out and we're going to walk around the Domain, which is a big Simon shopping mall, outdoor shopping mall here in Austin. And we're going to go try to catch a happy hour and sit outside on the patio and social distance. And I'll tell you, I mean, I've gotten some texts and some messages like, how could you and why would you? And you're going to help spread it. And no, we're not. At some point, I believe that we're going to have to take some personal responsibility. Like I said, I'm in a essential business. So I have been out and about doing business because we are probably 10x busy than we've ever been on the mortgage side of the house. Real estate, we're busy. And so I'm going to go out and I'm going to support these local businesses, as is Renee. I feel like if they're out and they're going to the exposure and the expense to open their doors, I'm going to go spend some money with them. But we're going to do it right. We're going to do it socially distanced. We're going to abide by the rules. We're going to have a mask on, except at the restaurant, of course. We're going to play by the rules. And if everybody will play by the rules, we can, at some point, someday, somehow get our country back on track. So I'm super excited today. I'm waiting for Tyler to come on. He'll be here in just a couple minutes. And Tyler's a really good friend of mine. He's a client of mine. He is the general manager of Luxury Auto Works right here in Austin, Texas. And he does all kinds of high-end pre-owned used cars. But he's really a brilliant buyer in the fact that he's got late model pre-owned cars. So, you can drive a Mercedes that looks like it's brand new and, it might be 4 years old and a third of the price of what a brand new one is. And I have my Mercedes serviced at Luxury Auto Works. They're a Highline auto shop also. And so I just had my last big service done there because I want to support local business. And I think we're going to come out of this a lot more dedicated to supporting local business. And I put it out today. I had the honor of being one of the cover women for Austin Women magazine back in February of 2011. And Melinda Garvey came to us, the publisher and the owner, and she said, I need some of you to lean in because of the pandemic and because of what's happened with local small businesses who are her advertisers. She's really struggled and she wasn't sure if a May issue could come out. So all of us pitched in and we made sure Austin Woman magazine could continue because you see, that's what we need to do in every one of our communities. So whether you're watching from Central Texas or Austin, Texas, or anywhere around the country, anything you can do to support local business and local entrepreneurs is going to be greatly appreciated. Well, it looks like my good friend Tyler has just joined us. So I'm going to bring him on and we're going to talk about millennials and car buying and purchasing and real estate. So here we go.
Hey, Lisa, it's great to be here with you.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm good. How's the audio? Are we okay?
We're good. And we're already live, just so you know.
Perfect. That's
yes.
awesome.
Okay. Because I got the party started a little bit. I know you were trying to get your cameras and stuff done, but I told everybody about you, that you're just one of my favorite friends, my millennial friend. You're about the age of my kids. And but you're one of the most ambitious millennials I have ever met in my life. I gave the big testimony on Luxury Auto Works, how I'm getting my car serviced there now. And if nothing else, I like it because I know I can get to you. I know I can come have a conversation with you if I need to get something done. But the point of what I want to talk about on this show today, and I'm going to let you pitch coming out and buying a new car this weekend because I know you've got some smoking deals. But I want to talk about millennials, because when I think about millennials in business, you're always top of mind for me. And so I want to talk about what Luxury Auto Works and what you've done as the leader of Luxury Auto Works, what you have done to safeguard your business, because like us, you're an essential business.
Right. And very thankful to have that designation at a time like this when many people are working in industries that, they feel themselves are essential. And I saw a really wonderful post on social media yesterday talking about how everyone is essential. That one thing that I want everyone to remember is that even though our government has branded different parts of, our city and state infrastructures and local businesses, hospitals, so on and so forth, as this is essential, not essential, everyone is still essential. And I value every single member of our nation, our community. One of the biggest things that I think we're talking local business right now is really embracing the fact that local businesses are giving you all their attention right now in a way that large companies really just can't do because of the scale that they're on. Amazon can't hear you as to why you're having trouble affording XYZ on their website right now. They just can't. But I can have a personal conversation with you about how you need a break job and it's costing XYZ amount and this is all you've got to work with. I can have those conversations and keep you going in your normal day-to-day life and have empathy for everyone and what their situations are. Maybe you have a car that the payment's too high and you're trying to figure out, how do I get out of this vehicle? How do I lower my car payment? So really relying on your local businesses that care about you and are part of the community, I think this is a great opportunity for everyone in all lines of work and service that are being offered to really take advantage of helping each other.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you guys are on here and you've got questions for Tyler, please put them out there if you've got questions for me. So, Tyler, tell us some of the things that you did as the general manager at Luxury Auto Works to make it safe for your clients and your employees and yourself, right? That peace of mind to come into work and to continue moving forward for our economy, your business, our country, all of that.
Well, the first step really, I believe, starts from within our organization itself. So, gathering everyone and having a roundtable conversation, 6 feet apart, of course, and figuring out who is comfortable being here and who isn't, and respecting our employees' wishes. We have had certain employees that have told us for various personal reasons that they do not want to be in the store right now. At all three of our locations, we've taken care of those people on an individual basis and shown understanding and respect for the way that they feel. We are not pushing anyone to do anything in any certain way. We're just letting people communicate with us and within reason accommodating their needs. Within the store, from a sanitation standpoint, having the store professionally cleaned was the first step, and then maintaining it by stocking up on those essential supplies that are pretty hard to get our hands on right now. But our industrial grade products to their good use here in our service and sales waiting areas. Make sure contact points are down, but also changing our schedules. I've in communication with probably 30 dealers here in Austin, franchise and non-franchise, and the franchise stores cut their schedules immediately, pretty much. Started having people working either a 9 to 12 and a 12 to 5 shift. So cutting the amount of time that people are in the store has been huge. And then the biggest part is leveraging technology.
Talk to us about technology, because you have done such a good job. I love watching. I'm so proud of you.
And there's so much more that I could do and can do and everyone can do. But, this has been a time that it really opened my mind to seeing how much power is in the palm of your hand. We watch those iPhone commercials and they come on, Samsung commercial, whatever your cup of tea is, and they show us how you can make these amazing videos and how I think it was, Lady Gaga or someone made a whole music video on her iPhone recently. Yeah. And that is just goes to show that you can make a video about whatever it is that you're selling.
Okay, you are the king of video. I want everyone to know out there, like when I need to get something done, and we're making more and more videos now, and so I'll call Tyler and he's like, okay, I'm going to walk you through it. We get on Zoom. I mean, these millennial people.
It's fun. It's fun once you figure it out, and the thing is, and I think we all strive for perfection when we're making these videos. You have to let that go. Because if you start looking at my first video versus my 10th one, it just gets better and better and better. And pretty soon I'm going to leave the car business and have a production company.
I'm telling you, you have a future. Okay, so I want to kind of get off of cars for a minute. I want to get on to your generation. Tell us a little bit about you, how old you are, just a little bit about you.
So let's call it 2 minutes. So I started in this industry at 17 years old. I got fired the first day I got hired.
I love those stories.
I cried.
We all have one.
And you know, I told my manager at the time, I said, I gave up going to college to do this right now. I did not take an offer letter to go to college. I was just at a high school. I was a summer baby, so that's why I was 17, not 18. Yeah. And you know, I worked for First Texas Honda, and they gave me a lot of trust at that time and believed in me. And they let this kid that was crying continue on with his sales training. And
literally crying, I bet.
Working there for almost 6 years between their Infiniti and Honda store, and you know, really diversified my portfolio in terms of all the things I was able to experience. So I went from selling cars to being the person that bought the cars, to being the person that managed the inventory, new, then used. Developed an aftermarket department, worked in F&I, was trained by some of the most amazing F&I trainers that are out there, with Tony D, who we love. And just really built this network of people over the past 10 years. I'm almost 28 years old. So I'm at my 10-year anniversary here in the car business. And I really just started here because I thought I was going to end up in real estate. And I couldn't get a real estate license because I wasn't 18 years old. But I could sell cars. So you know, it's one of those things where we always say we're going to just stop by the party for one drink, and somehow we end up staying there all night. Well, I stayed here for 10 years.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
Sometime.
We'll go to the store for one pair of shoes, like later today, right?
Yeah, exactly.
A car full, and now we realize we need a bigger car. But you know, the car business started off because I love cars, and now it's because I love people. Honestly, the saddest part about what I do now is that I don't really love cars as much as I used to anymore. Cars just don't do it for me. And so people laugh at me. They'll be like, why are you driving that old Honda Accord as your demo? And I'm like, because it had gas and it was there and it was ready to go.
That was always me. It had gas. I'm going to take it.
Good AC and window tint, a decent stereo and Bluetooth. I'm on the road, you know? And so I drive all of the different kind of cars we have. But I just love the fact that cars are one of the biggest parts of people's lives. And I've decided that this is kind of my destiny, to help people get into the right vehicles and get people out of the wrong vehicles, but also just to be a consultant of sorts, because it's not always about selling people a car. I've had so many wonderful transactions where I turned people away, sent them out the door and said, this is not a necessity for you right now. What you're trying to accomplish isn't going to work out the way you want it to. It may seem that way, but you're going to hate me in 6 months or a year. And so, you know, we do hugs, not handshakes, when we can around here. Right. And so I have a book of business that goes back to 2009 here at my dealership. And, you know, I'm still finding those people the Hondas that they need, that even though I'm here at Luxury Auto Works. So I want to talk about
the importance of, for you, especially, you know, you're such an influencer within, you know, the millennials, right? You know, you're the hipster downtown guy.
All these boxes. So like, Jennifer Schull, another friend of mine, she says you can't be everything. She's like,
well, now you know Jennifer used to work for me.
Yeah, she did. I love her. Another rock star. You know, Jennifer's like, you can't be everything. You're a modern downtown guy. You're gay. You're biracial. You're the car guy. You love real estate. You want to consult people in their businesses, social media. She's like, you've got to pick something. Like, I don't believe that. I don't think many millennials believe that either. Millennials want
You're just Tyler.
Everything. I want to do it all. You know, we want to do it all. We want to do it now. The one thing that I will maintain from my Aunt Lisa is patience is a virtue, one that I'm looking for every single day. But man, how incredible is it that at 1:55, I was turning into my dealership parking lot, and at 2:01, I'm on a live stream with you. I mean, that's
crazy, right?
Great. And so that just shows you our productivity is higher than it ever has been before. And I think being at home, for those of us that are not on the front lines working, you know, as medical professionals and other essential industries, really using this time to figure out how you can take the technology that you've already got in your home and do something productive with it, whether you're sewing masks and want to distribute them around the country. Because even though the ordinances are lightening up, people still want the protection. And if that's something that helps you generate income, I'm all for it. Send me your link. I will buy a mask from you. If you're selling masks today, I would love to buy, I'll buy $100 worth of them, because I want to give them to my friends and family that want to stay protected and you can't find them. So, and in times like this, a lot of people call it opportunistic, but I think that that's part of the American dream, is finding ways to keep ourselves going and never giving up, but doing it in a way that helps one another. And
how do you think you're different than the average 28-year-old working at Dell Computer?
Well, the difference, I think, would be that I think that my generation, if I could find a flaw that I'm willing to admit, is that we really, if we're going to be knee deep in our work, we have to really love it. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just going to collect a paycheck.
Very purpose driven.
And, you know, we don't do jobs unless they're fun. It's weird, you know, it's a totally weird thing. And I've found ways to make some of the hardest parts of my career as fun as they can be. You know, when I was a pre-owned buyer for First Texas Honda, I forgot that maybe it would rain sometimes. And I'd have to be outside with this hair in the rain.
How about being outside with this hair in the rain? You know,
right?
Good.
So I was like, oh, crud, I have to go outside and do this job. That sucks. And it's 100 degrees outside. And I'm sweating. I mean, I don't look cute when I sweat. So, anyways, you know, but you find ways to make it work. And as far as the difference between me and that person at Dell Computer, we probably have so much more in common than I could even think that we do. But the biggest difference would be that we have certain people in my generation that really don't like the one-on-one anymore. They're really kind of more into technology. They want to just do it from their computer, which is why we have in my sector, Carvana and all these Vroom, all these businesses trying to make everything online. But what I'm finding is that more and more young people, and when I say young, I'm talking 20 to 32, let's put it in that window. Young people that are out there that have money to spend, they're using these automated processes for big ticket items once, and then they don't do it again. And so, because they're realizing that there's a lot of things that you need to know, you know, if you're going to sell your house, having an agent and not just, you know, a computer selling your home and trying to get a percentage or so on commission, it's just, it really doesn't add up. And Austin in particular, in our market, really loves good service. Austin people will pay over what anyone else will tell them they can get it for if it means it's a great experience and they're supporting a local cause. So again, I'm pushing everyone that's out there for themselves, especially if you're self-employed, if you're making something, if you have a service you're selling, sell yourself like no other right now and leverage all your technology to do it. Post your Instagram stories, put on your Facebook. People, it's literally like a little reality TV show in the palm of your hands. I mean,
it really is.
Ashley Brinkman, she's a realtor in town. She's a wonderful agent with Realty Austin. Her Instagram story is like, each little one is like this long because there's 40 of them. And I just watched a Bravo episode. But it's engaging. And I remember her. And if I was going to sell my house, I might call her because of that. And just you know, use it. Make your mark. Put yourself out there in a way that's respectful and, you know, find the boundary as for sure. But we can't just sit here and let the world pass us by. And we can still maintain our existence without being unsafe.
So how has this whole thing changed your psyche? You know, I said before you'd come on the show, for those of you not in Texas that are watching this or that are going to catch it on the replay, and if you're on it right now, we'd love for you to share it out because we want to really talk about this generation, these millennials, and you know, because Tyler's he's a millennial and he's an entrepreneur at the same time. But with this pandemic, you know, I mean, you know, I used to come in and visit you, and you know, and we'd sit down, and you were going here and you were going there, and you know, you had big weekends planned, and then all of a sudden, like zoom, boom, down. Like now we're socially distancing, we're isolating, we're home, there's a pandemic, you're running a business that's essential. So there's fear there. So everything you've learned in this PhD of the last 6 weeks of what's happened in our country, how has that changed you? How do you think, or has it? I mean, will you be different when we're at phase 3 and we're fully opened again?
You know, I think one thing I'll give you two answers. On a personal level, it's really changed what I value. I will be honest in saying, yes, I have had people over to my home. I have not just sat by myself at first. Yes, I definitely sat by myself, but we're humans, and humans need to have interaction more than just a FaceTime call. Mm-hmm. And I have risked my life, and my couple friends that have joined me have done the same thing. And we distance as much as we can. We go outside on the patio, or, we're not sharing cups and forks and things like that anymore. But, we really realize how much people matter on a physical level. And before, I just thought physical is like, hugs and sex. Really? you think about that, but physical is like having a friend.
This is a G-rated show, Tyler.
Right. But, having physical connection with somebody is being able to look them in the eye and seeing them, and not the glare on my glasses from my monitor right now, and being able to hear their laugh in real time, and, sharing a moment in real time, not just having to tell someone about it later. And that's just made me value my close friends so much more, to the point that even if you told me tomorrow that every bar was open 100% and that the studies say that it's safe, I don't even know if I value that experience or that I did before.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm never going to go out again, but I'm just way more into the come on over, let's make dinner together and hang out vibe right now. And I'm really enjoying the connections that I have with my circle, and the people that were already in it, and the people that have recently joined it. It's really great. On a professional level, it's making me realize that time is at a loss. There's not a lot of time to get things done. And so you have to be very effective in terms of what you do with your time. And when I say effective, I don't mean like making lists and never getting things done. I mean, if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. If it's not something that's going to risk thousands of dollars, if it's a few $100 here or there, try it. Stop talking about it and just do it. If you want to go buy the fire station lunch and see if one of them ever comes to your business and buys from you or uses you for your service, and you want to thank them for that, just put yourself out there and do it. Talk to people that you probably wouldn't have talked to before. Make conversations with new people and talk to them on a deeper level than what it is that you're just offering or selling. And I just did an appraisal on a client of mine's Tesla, and usually appraisals just kind of go like, here's the number, here's how long you have for it. But I sat there and really kind of wanted to get to know why we were doing this appraisal in the first place, and slowed down for a second. And I think I've developed a connection with him that will be great for business going forward for both of us.
Right.
And
and so much of your business is influencer, and when I come by and visit you and stuff, and, and you were just like, well, I just, this is, or if you go to Luxury Auto Works page or your page, well, this is the fourth car we've sold them. This is, this is the whole family, and we've sold everyone a car. And I think it's going to be even more critical. And that's something that we're really out preaching, which is why, you know me, I normally do national shows. I bring on national guests, but I am more committed than ever to support yours and mine, and everybody from Central Texas, our hyper local economy.
Right.
Like we need a new washer and dryer. Like I could go to
Absolutely. I saw your post about that the other day.
Best Buy and buy it cheaper, and I'm going to buy it from mom and pop. It's mom and pop in Austin, and I'm going to pay $300 more.
At this point, supporting our local. Come back.
There you go. You're back.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, I got supporting local business. It may cost more upfront, but long term,
it's the goodwill.
I'm going to give, if you live here in Austin and you have a business that I can help you promote, I will shout about you all day long. If you want me to post about you, you post about me. That's what this is all about. It's a tree, and the tree has all these little leaves on it. And we haven't been leveraging our own power.
All of us, me included, you included, we're so into the easy Amazon.com. And I think we've lost sight of supporting these local businesses. And I will tell you, I have not ordered off of Amazon one time. I think that's a true statement. I take it back. I have ordered two things. I ordered two of my friends wrote books, Katie Mayers and Frank Lopes.
That goes back to local.
Yes. So I ordered their books. But other than that, I've been getting in my car, go to HEB, go to Walmart, go to Target. Not that they're super.
But there's people that work
hyper local. But
HEB,
that you're able to support
by doing that.
They need our business, right? And and this washer and dryer, like I said, I'm going to pay it. It's like $286 more, and I don't care. I'm going to pay it. I'm not trying to negotiate it. I want these people to stay in business.
And of course, that's not a blanket statement that every business is giving right back to you. But I'm telling you, this is my PSA, my advertisement. If you are in the Central Texas area, if you're in the United States and want to buy a car from us, the power is now with the internet. Hell, we can deliver you the car. We can send it right to you on a truck. We can pick up your trade. But if you're local in my backyard, I will find a way to give you something back in return for what you've done for me. And if it's not something that I can personally use, trust me, it will be on my radar to connect you with someone else in my Rolodex of people that you could benefit from, because I love being like a walking Yelp. That's my favorite thing. I don't like going to Yelp. I like texting my circle and being like, hey, who do you know for this?
Right.
That's probably the most anti-millennial thing about me. But I think that's one of the best things that we have in our community of Austin. We're a big city, but we're still really small. And it's just important that we all take care of one another in times like this. And so, yes, eating at the mom and pop place, buying your appliances from somewhere, calling, the mom and pop shop that has the water heater repair company versus, using a 1-800 handyman and who just subcontracts it and gives them even less money, like Grubhub, all these other places like that. Unless the restaurant's telling you to use it that way, call them directly and order from them, because all these large companies are just taking piece of their pie that's already so small right now.
Right. No, and that's just it. So as we kind of wrap this thing up, I try to hold it really tight to 30 minutes on these. So I love what you said. And I'm the same way. If you're a local business in the Central Texas and you want me to do a piece on your business, I want to highlight your business as long as, we align in how we do business. Right. And I know you feel the same way. And I'd like to say to those of you watching it, there are pre-owned other in town, but like the CarMaxes and the Carvanas, those are national companies. So I want you to check with Luxury Auto Works first with Tyler, because if he doesn't have it, he can buy it for you. He can get you what you want.
Absolutely. A quick Google search, Luxury Auto Works Austin, will come right up for you. Our sales website is luxuryautosales.co. And if you're in the Austin area and you need service on your car, you can.
Oh, they are the best. Their shop, y'all, it's beautiful. It's air conditioned. You can sit and watch your car get fixed. You can eat off the floors in their shop. Yes. And I know, because I am a client of Luxury Auto Works, and I have my car service there. And again, I am going to stay hyper local, and that's what this show's about. So, Tyler, on a parting words, what would you tell everybody? Not to everybody. I want you to talk directly to the millennials that are going to watch this show. We are in phase 1, 25% open, this, that, and the other. Please tell the people like my son, just because the bar opens doesn't mean you need to be in there.
So here's what I say. The best is yet to come, and staying diligent and staying the path. We've all learned that no one died not being able to go to the movies. Nobody died not being able to go get a drink at the bar. Nobody died not being able to, eat at your favorite restaurant in person. The takeout's going to have to continue. The to-go drinks are still there, thanks to Governor Abbott.
And Governor Abbott's actually going to keep that in place after the pandemic. I'm like, yes.
That's got some voter count going up right there.
Man, he just got my vote. Because, to your point, I would rather, because I can support, go pick up the drink kits, pick up the food, and bring it back to my house or my friends' houses or whatever. And then I think it's kind of a double win. Because, I am tipping the same, if not more, on a takeout order. So people are getting tipped. If we can support them on the alcohol side with a couple drinks each, and then we're not driving, I think it's a win.
It's the new normal for right now, and I think it's going to be something that we're all going to learn to appreciate a little bit more. A lot of us spend this money. Like, if you have a nice house, invite people over to enjoy your home with you. Yeah. You don't have to have a rager, but invite 4 or 5 people over and have dinner.
Says the millennial.
Yes,
I haven't had a rager in a very long time at my house.
And even if you're in an apartment and you're a millennial like myself, invite your friend over to have dinner together, and you each pick from one restaurant and bring it together. Make it fun. Make it fun, and try not to focus on what you can't do. Because I think a lot of us get in our mind of like, we don't want to be told this or that. It's not about that. It's just about the reality that if it's not essential to be done, it doesn't need to happen right now. But we can still keep the world and the economy going without physically being in it. And that is what I have to say.
Well, thank you. And so everybody, he is open. Luxury Auto Works is open for business. you are doing everything remotely, correct? Online?
Absolutely. If you would prefer to never have to leave your home, we're there for you. If you want to get your car serviced, we'll drop a loaner off and pick yours up. If you don't need a loaner car, we'll pick it up and bring it back to your home. We're the only place in town that will service your vehicle with factory authorized technicians that can pick up and deliver your car within the same day for routine maintenance. So
it's unbelievable. I mean, it's just, I mean, and I picked my car up, it had been cleaned, and I was like, dang, it just makes me want to go get it serviced again. But because I haven't driven in 2 months, barely, not very much, it'll probably be pushed out a bit more. But anyways, Tyler, thank you so much. Everybody.
It's an honor to be here. So appreciative. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, but if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle, not only will they pick up and deliver if you want to buy it, but they'll also do it for test drives. I mean, they are full service. Support our local 512 Central Texas business, Luxury Auto. Is it luxuryautoworks.com?
Yes, luxuryautoworks.com for sales or service. Give us
okay. And if for some reason they don't have what you want, Tyler will go out and try to find it for you.
I'll get it for you. All right. See you later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, everybody. So as you can see, we have got really amazing people in all of our local communities. And that's why I'm really excited just to do this show to highlight local businesses in Central Texas. So if you're watching this show, if you're catching the replay and you've got a business that you want us to highlight for you, shoot me an email at lisa@lisacopeland.com. Shoot me your website and let's get together so that we can help continue moving our local economy forward. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a great weekend and stay safe out there. Bye-bye.